Hey everyone, welcome to the Steady Steps podcast. I'm really thankful that you joined us today. My name is Brian Volpone. There aren't many topics that are more relevant and practical than what we're discussing today. But before I tell you what it is, let me share a little story with you. On January 28, 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger broke apart just 73 seconds after liftoff. It was a tragedy and it claimed the lives of all 7 astronauts aboard. In the days leading up to the launch, the engineers and managers were under extreme schedule pressure. They worked long hours to meet deadlines. Roger Boisjoli, one of the Thiokol engineers, later reflected on the atmosphere of that critical time. He said, "Everyone was under strain. People had been working long hours. The combination of fatigue and pressure made it easy for warnings to be minimized or ignored." Because the engineers had initially recommended against launching due to concerns about the O-rings in the boosters failing in the unusually cold weather. But under pressure, management reversed that recommendation. Boisjoli later emphasized that among other factors, sleep deprivation impacted their decision-making. Roger said, "If fatigue had been taken seriously, the right decision would have been easier. Sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired. It impairs judgment, slows thinking, and reduces the courage to resist pressure." Now, most of us are never going to face decisions with the magnitude of launching the space shuttle. I get it. But that doesn't mean that sleep deprivation isn't a problem for us personally. In fact, roughly 1 in 3 U.S. adults get fewer than 7 hours of sleep per night. More than half of adults say they would feel better with more rest, and only about a quarter get what experts consider optimal sleep. That's 8 hours or more. Most of us are running on less sleep than we need, and the consequences show up in small decisions, focus, mood, and long-term health. That's why paying attention to how we rest is so important. So let's talk about that.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something huge, this common idea that sleep is, passive. Like it's dead time, wasted hours you could be using for something else.
Right, or maybe just something you can cut back on to squeeze more into the day. But what we're going to explore is how sleep is actually your body's most critical active night shift.
A night shift, I like that.
Yeah. While you feel like you're resting, your body is doing essential work. Deep, complex maintenance you absolutely can't skip. And understanding that shift in perspective, well, it's key to unlocking more energy, better focus.
Okay, let's jump right in then. The big takeaway first. Sleep is not wasted time. It's when your body and brain are seriously working.
Absolutely. It's biological multitasking at its finest. Think about those hours you're asleep. Your body's running several key programs.
Like what specifically?
Well, first, memory consolidation. Your brain's sifting through the day's information, deciding what to keep, what to toss, where to file things.
Okay, organizing the mental filing cabinet. Makes sense.
Exactly. Second, there's physical repair happening. Cellular regeneration, healing. The body's fixing itself. But the third one, and this is really fascinating, is active toxin clearance, especially in the brain. It's like a physical cleaning process.
A cleaning process inside your head.
Yes, precisely. Vital work happening while you're out. So that night shift analogy, it's pretty accurate. It's a highly productive period.
Got it. So if it's that crucial, what happens when we skimp on it? What are the real costs of missing that night shift beyond just feeling tired?
Oh, the costs are huge, and they hit you everywhere. Mentally, your sharpness just plummets. Focus, creativity, decision-making, all take a hit. You can measure it emotionally. You become much less resilient. Irritability spikes. Your mood gets unstable. And physically, your immune system weakens. It puts strain on your heart, messes with your metabolism.
That's already a worrying list.
Yeah.
But I think there was something particularly alarming about functional impairment, something about being drunk.
Yes, that's the really eye-opening part. The data on cognitive decline is stark. If you lose just 1 hour of sleep per night for only a week.
Just 1 hour?
Just 1 hour, consistently. It slows your reaction time and impairs your judgment enough to be comparable to someone who's legally intoxicated.
Wait, legally drunk? That seems extreme.
Yeah.
Most people running on, say, 6 hours instead of 7 feel okay, right?
Yeah.
Maybe tired but functional. You grab coffee.
That's the dangerous part. We are terrible judges of our own impairment from sleep loss. You might feel okay because your body's compensating, maybe pumping out stress hormones,
Right.
but objectively, your brain is impaired, your reaction times are slower, your judgment is worse. It's not just about typos, it's about driving, making important decisions.
So you could be operating at a deficit, a dangerous one, and not even realize it.
Precisely. You feel mostly fine, but the underlying machinery isn't working optimally because the maintenance was skipped.
Wow. Okay, that really changes things. Let's get into that maintenance then. The brain's cleaning crew you mentioned. This isn't just a metaphor.
Not at all. It's literal plumbing. It's called the glymphatic system, and it kicks into high gear mainly during deep sleep.
Lymphatic system.
Okay.
How does it work?
So think of your brain cells during the day. They're active, processing information, but they also generate metabolic waste, toxins.
Just by thinking and doing stuff.
Yeah, natural byproducts of being awake and active. Now, when you enter deep sleep, something amazing happens. Those brain cells actually shrink.
They shrink.
Yes, by up to 60%. This creates more space between the cells, and into that space flows cerebrospinal fluid. Think of it like a power washer.
Okay.
This fluid flow literally washes away the accumulated metabolic debris, including proteins like amyloid beta and tau, which are linked to neurodegenerative diseases.
Amyloid beta. Isn't that implicated in Alzheimer's?
It is, and this nightly cleaning process is thought to be crucial for clearing it out. So if you consistently cut short your deep sleep...
You're leaving that garbage behind. It just builds up.
Exactly. The cleaning crew didn't get to finish the job. That's why chronic poor sleep isn't just about feeling groggy. It's increasingly linked to long-term brain health issues like memory decline and potentially, yes, a higher risk for conditions like dementia down the road.
That is profoundly motivating to actually go to bed, knowing that junk is accumulating. Okay, so how do we stop sabotaging this process? What are the common mistakes we make?
Well, there are a few big ones. First, just the attitude. Thinking sleep is optional, something you can win by doing less of.
The I'll sleep when I'm dead mindset.
Right. And second, related to that, is believing you can just catch up on weekends. You can feel a bit better, maybe, but you can't fully undo the cognitive impact of the lost sleep during the week. That debt isn't fully repayable.
Okay, so attitude is key. What about habits? Things we actually do.
Huge impact there. Mistake number 3, late night screen time. Scrolling your phone, watching TV right before bed. We all are, often. But that blue light directly suppresses melatonin production. Melatonin is the hormone that signals, okay, time for the night shift. You're actively pushing back your body's readiness for sleep.
Delaying the cleanup crew's start time.
Exactly. And mistake 4 is often caffeine late in the day or using alcohol as a sleep aid.
Alcohol. People think it helps them sleep, knocks them out.
It might make you fall asleep faster, feel sedated, yes, but it devastates sleep quality. It fragments your sleep cycles, especially REM sleep, which is crucial for emotional regulation and learning. So you wake up feeling unrefreshed even after 8 hours. It's low-quality, disrupted rest.
Quantity over quality, and the quality is junk.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's pivot to solutions. What are the practical, actionable things we can do starting tonight?
The absolute number one thing, consistency. Same bedtime, same wake-up time. Every day, yes, even weekends, as much as possible.
Even weekends. Ouch.
It makes a huge difference. Your body's internal clock, the circadian rhythm, thrives on that regularity. It makes falling asleep and waking up much easier and improves sleep quality. All right, consistency is king. What about the bedroom itself?
Make it a sleep sanctuary. 3 keywords: cool, dark, and quiet. Aim for a cooler room temperature, maybe around 65 Fahrenheit or 18 Celsius.
Cool.
Darkness is critical. Even small amounts of light can disrupt melatonin and sleep cycles. Use blackout curtains, cover LEDs, and honestly, a simple, high-quality sleep mask can be a game changer for many people.
A sleep mask. Simple but effective if light's an issue.
Okay, cool, dark, quiet, consistent. What else?
The transition period. You need a wind-down routine. You can't just go from 100 miles per hour work emails, stressful news, intense TV, straight into expecting deep sleep.
Need to signal to the body it's time to switch gears.
Exactly. Give yourself 30, maybe 60 minutes before your target bedtime for low-stimulation activities. Gentle stretching, reading a physical book, not a tablet.
And a tablet. Still the blue light issue.
Okay, the blue light, yeah. And often the content is more stimulating. Journaling, maybe some light meditation or mindfulness, quiet music, whatever relaxes you. It's about creating a buffer zone. A buffer zone. I like that. And obviously, watch the caffeine in the afternoon and evening.
Absolutely critical. Be mindful of when you have that last cup. And the takeaway here, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. You don't need to suddenly become a perfect sleeper overnight.
Small steps.
Yes, even adding just 20 extra minutes of consistent quality sleep each night can make a noticeable difference in your mood, your focus, your energy the next day. It's achievable.
So wrapping this up, what's the main message for everyone listening? It really boils down to reframing how you see sleep. It's not downtime, it's crucial performance time. Prioritizing it isn't selfish. It's essential maintenance for being your best self.
Right. And consistency really is your most powerful lever. That regular schedule does wonders.
Okay, final thought then.
Think about this tonight. If that brain cleaning crew doesn't get its full shift because you cut sleep short, what debris, what toxins are potentially being left behind? How might that affect your thinking, your memory, your mood tomorrow, or even years from now? Maybe aim for those extra 20 minutes tonight. See it as a direct investment in a sharper, healthier you. That night shift, it's worth working on.
All right, I'm going to be really transparent here. I struggle with this a lot. In fact, I kind of had to laugh at myself because when I first started putting together the notes for this podcast, I was doing it in the middle of the night instead of sleeping. My wife often calls me the Energizer Bunny because I can usually just keep going on less rest than I should. No matter how much sleep I get, it doesn't seem to impact me the next day. But the science is pretty clear. Even if you don't always feel the effects right away, lack of sleep quietly undermines your memory, your focus, and your long-term health. And that's why the really simple practical steps that we discussed matter so much. Things like keeping a consistent bedtime, cutting back on screens, avoiding caffeine late in the day, and making your bedroom darker and cooler, and giving your mind a chance to wind down with reading or prayer or reflection. And I'll tell you where I personally need the most work: preparing to sleep. My biggest weakness is working right up until I turn off the light. And when I skip that wind down time, my brain doesn't slow down, and then I pay for it later in the middle of the night. So maybe tonight we can all just pick one small step to put into practice, because that's what this whole podcast is about, right? Small steps that add up over time. And whether it's turning off your screen a little earlier, or grabbing a sleep mask, or just deciding when bedtime starts, those steady steps toward better rest can really make all the difference. So thanks for listening to this episode today. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with a friend who might need a little encouragement today. Thanks again for being here. Talk to you later.
You've been listening to the Steady Steps podcast, thoughtful moments and practical insights to help you walk a more intentional path. This show is written and produced by Brian Volpone with M1016 Productions. Our theme music is generated with Mubert. AI voice performances and discussions are supported by Notebook LM, Gemini, and ChatGPT. You can learn more, listen to past episodes, or get in touch at steadystepspodcast.com or email us at any time at steps@steadystepspodcast.com. Thanks for listening and keep taking steady steps.